Have you ever had someone try to cut the line right in front of you? Like their time is somehow more important than yours? Well, I was just trying to grab a quick snack for my wife at the grocery store deli when I met a woman who thought the world revolved around her. She tried to cut in front of everyone, insulted the staff, and acted like she owned the place. But by the end of the story, she would regret every single word, because I didn't just buy some potato wedges, I bought all of them. If you've ever wished you could deliver instant karma to someone who disrespected you, hit that like button right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories where ordinary people get extraordinary payback. Now, let's get into it. It was an ordinary evening, nothing special. My wife had asked me to stop at the grocery store and grab some potato wedges from the deli on my way home. Easy enough, right? I wasn't in a rush. The line wasn't long, just 4 or 5 people ahead of me. I figured I'd be out in 10 minutes, but that's when she walked up. Let's call her some lady. She wasn't alone. She had a girl with her, maybe her daughter or granddaughter. At first, I didn't think much of it, but within seconds, she made her intentions crystal clear. This woman thought rules, order, and basic decency didn't apply to her. Every time the deli worker finished helping someone, this lady would inch forward, trying to shove her way in. And each time, the poor deli worker, who honestly deserves a medal for patience, told her politely but firmly, "Ma'am, you'll need to wait your turn." But she just wouldn't stop. You could practically see the steam coming out of her ears. She kept muttering under her breath, her voice dripping with entitlement. "This is ridiculous. I just want some wedges." And then she said it louder, turning to the girl she was with. "This is fucking ridiculous. I just want some wedges." That was the moment the switch flipped inside me. I thought, oh, you want wedges that badly? Okay, let's play. The line moved forward one by one. The guy ahead of me got his order, and now it was my turn. Right on cue, some lady lunged forward, trying to cut in. I turned, looked her dead in the eye, and said, "The end of the line is behind me." She did not take that well. She practically exploded, shouting, "This is bullshit! It's first come, first serve." The deli worker and I just stared at her. Neither of us had to say anything. The silence alone was enough. Eventually, she stomped off to the side, pacing in her little corner of irritation like a child sent to time out. That's when I noticed something important. There weren't many potato wedges left. Barely enough for one order. The deli worker looked at me apologetically and said, "We'll need to drop some more. It'll be about 5 minutes." Now, if you've ever waited for fresh food at a deli, 5 minutes usually means closer to 10. And as soon as I heard that, I realized exactly how this was going to play out. So I leaned forward and said, "That's fine. But you can go ahead and help her first, since mine will take longer." The worker nodded. He turned to the lady, explained they'd need to drop a new batch, and she huffed, "Fine. Might as well at this point." I could feel her frustration building, like a tea kettle about to whistle. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the golden, crispy wedges were brought out. I saw her perk up instantly, her body leaning forward like a sprinter ready to take off. She started to move, but before she could, I calmly reminded her, "Actually, I'm next to order." She froze. You could almost hear the cartoon sound effect of brakes screeching. The deli guy looked at me and asked, "How much do you want?" I didn't hesitate. I lowered my voice just a little and said, "I want all of the wedges." He raised his eyebrows. "All of them?" I leaned in, savoring the moment. "All of them. And I swear to you," he cracked the tiniest smile as he scooped every last wedge into the container. I paid my $14, picked up the bag, and started walking away slowly because, honestly, I wanted to see the fallout. Sure enough, behind me I heard it. "He did what?" Her voice was sharp, shrill, practically vibrating with disbelief. She whipped her head around to glare at me, her eyes wide with fury. If looks could kill, I'd be 6 feet under, buried beneath those potato wedges. I wish I could tell you I locked eyes with her, popped a wedge in my mouth, and chewed slowly just to twist the knife. That would have been the perfect movie ending. But the idea only hit me later, when I was retelling the story to my wife at home. Still, the satisfaction was undeniable. I had stood my ground. I had beaten entitlement with patience, strategy, and just a little bit of pettiness. And honestly, best $14 I've ever spent. That woman thought the rules didn't apply to her. She thought she could push and shove her way through life, like she was more important than everyone else. But in the end, she walked away empty-handed. And I walked away with a hot, crispy box of victory. Sometimes karma doesn't take years. Sometimes it doesn't take days. Sometimes it shows up instantly, delivered fresh, golden brown, and piping hot from the deli counter. If that ending gave you chills, smash that like button and drop a comment. What's the pettiest but most satisfying revenge you've ever seen in real life? And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Because trust me, the best revenge tales are yet to come.